we are live here to break down the New England Patriots. And it is still Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Let's go right into the team and take a look. What do we have here? New England Patriots, old logo. Chat box is open for anyone that's viewing. Leave a chat. I'll do my best to respond. So let's take a look at the quarterbacks. Two journeyman quarterbacks with nothing left in the tank. Steve Grogan, designated the starter by the Tecmo gods. Oof, stats are looking rough. 25 pass control, 6 maximum speed. You have to get Steve Grogan out of the game. It's unfortunate, but Mark Wilson is the better quarterback. 38 passing speed, 44 pass control. Accuracy of passing, once again, does nothing. What's up, Monstrosity? How's it going? Avoid pass block 38. His 13 maximum speed will give you a little bit more scrambling ability. Yes, Merry Christmas. New England does suck in this game. So that's the quarterbacks. Don't debate on who to start. You're starting Mark Wilson. Steve Grogan's stats couldn't be any worse. His ratings are awful. So then you look at the running backs, and you got Marvin Allen. He is the number one running back, but you're not going to start him because he's got 25 maximum speed, 38 hitting power, 25 receptions. Nothing good there. Merry Christmas to you. And we got John Stevens. So a little bit faster, 31 maximum speed compared to the 25. And he has a 50 hitting power. A little bit better receptions, 31, but definitely not good. And then your other running backs, don't bother with them. They're not going to do much for you. Leave them on the bench. Irving Fryar, not a fast receiver, but a good possession receiver. 63 receptions. That is very good. This is a guy you're going to want to throw to. Your second best player on offense with the New England Patriots. Hartley Dykes. 50 receptions. No speed coming off the bench. Same thing with McMurray. 19 maximum speed. Not getting the job done. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It's not time for good night because we got some live Tecmo action coming up for you. Fresh off the Christmas Eve championship victory in the family tournament yesterday, you just can't get enough Tecmo in this time of season, so we got to take a look and see if the Patriots have anything to offer. Sammy Martin, again, leave him on the bench. 25 maximum speed, 44 receptions. And here's the star of the New England Patriots offense, Marv Cook. Fastest guy in the offense with that 44 maximum speed, 56 hitting power. Pretty solid. That might be significant if he's in excellent condition. He could popcorn a guy or two. 63 receptions, same as Irving Fryar. So your intended targets are going to be Marv Cook and Irving Fryar. Who won this year? What are you referring to? Who won what this year? If you're talking about the Christmas Eve family tournament that we had yesterday, I won. I beat Sean 17-7. I uploaded the stream. We streamed it live yesterday, so it's on the channel. Check it out. You got 2 Final Four games and the championship. It's good stuff. Yes, I know, you would run the table with those Oilers, but we're not ready to display the Oilers just yet. We're not ready to talk about them. Eric Sievers, another guy that's going to do nothing for you. 50 receptions, so that's acceptable. Now, the Patriots' offensive line, oh, thanks, congratulations on the win. It's the 10th out of 11th, so it feels pretty good, but I got to start doing better in the bigger tournaments. It's the Christmas Eve tournament. 14 people for record in that tournament, but I got to get better competition going. So you got the offensive line. The offensive line of the Patriots is actually a little below average with one stud. Paul Fairchild, 38 hitting power. He's susceptible to a popcorn. Chris Gamble, 50. That'll get the job done. Right guard, 44 hitting power. Also, he's susceptible to a popcorn, especially if he's in bad condition. Bruce Armstrong is your stud at left tackle. And then your right tackle has 50 hitting power. That 19 maximum speed is important because that is the kick returner's maximum speed. Their kicker, slightly above average with that kicking ability of 63. Kick some bombs. Brian Hansen, punter, 31. All right, let's take a look at the Patriots defense. This is where I think they're a little bit underrated. So the Patriots D-line, you don't got much here with Garn Burris and Tim Goad, but they can hold their own. Who you're really looking at is Ray Agnew. 56 maximum speed is very good on the defensive line, and the 56 hitting power will get the job done. 31 interceptions is good for a D lineman, so this is one guy you would definitely want to user control. What's up, Jay James? How's it going? Glad to have you on the stream. Now with the linebackers, Andre Tippett is your guy if you're going to choose one of the linebackers. 44 maximum speed is pretty good, but he's got that 56 hitting power, so that will give you some options there to bust through the line. 31 interceptions, pretty solid for a linebacker. So then you got Ed Reynolds, Harvey, 31 maximum speed. Chris Singleton, 31. So, the rest of the linebackers aren't too great there. But the nice thing about the Patriots is you could switch between the corners because Maurice Hurst has a 50 maximum speed, 50 interceptions, 44 hitting power. And then Ronnie Lippett with that 38 running speed at the snap of the ball, accelerating at a rushing power of 44 and then 56 maximum speed. So you got two guys on the New England Patriots defense that have 56 maximum speed. So that's pretty good. He's got 50 hitting power, and most importantly, he has that 63 interceptions. So against weaker teams, he could definitely pick off some stuff from your opponent's quarterback. So Ronnie Lippett's one to look out for sure. And then safety, Fred Marion, he holds his own at free safety, 44 maximum speed, not too bad, 50 hitting power, 50 interceptions. Ron McSwain is kind of weak. He's got 56 hitting power, but his maximum speed is not good at 31, and interceptions at 31 as well. So, your punt returner is going to get your strong safety's maximum speed. So whoever you put there is going to be at 31 maximum speed. For kick returner, we're going to put Marv Cook because he has the highest hit power of that 56. So we'll put Marv Cook there and check his condition throughout the game. So now that we took a look at the Patriots, let's get into a game and talk about matchups really quick. So we already talked about who we can match up with the Colts. And I said the only matchup you should call versus the Colts is actually the Patriots. Because both teams are extremely weak, slow on offense, but Patriots have that edge on defense. So if you're using the Patriots and you're playing in the Tecmo Madison tournament, there's actually two matchups I would call. The Colts are one of them. Now, obviously, you know your weakness is going to be your offense. You have some strength on defense, so you can use that to your advantage, but that's going to be a really mucky game. The other matchup I would call New England is the Seattle Seahawks. Now, the reason I would call that matchup is because the Seahawks are extremely slow on offense, so you could use your defensive speed to limit them. Now, they do have 69 pass control with their quarterback, Dave Craig, but his passing speed is really low, believe at 25, so you could catch up to those balls that are floating in the air with the Seahawks. The Seahawks do have one. Oh, I wasn't trying to pick the Seahawks. The Seahawks have one outstanding guy on defense, but he's on the line. So, and I believe that is, let's check. I think it's Jacob Green. Yeah, Jacob Green, 63 maximum speed. So you can match these two teams up and feel pretty, at least confident defensively you can shut them down. The biggest thing versus the Seahawks is they are a good JJ team, which means they have a pretty good chance of, with that pass control and floaty ball that Dave Craig throws, of jumping up and getting those catches that are tough to stop. JJ meaning jumping jackass. And that's what you got to look out for when you play the Seahawks. So games could come down to that when you're playing a user opponent. You hope they don't. You're drinking gin? That's good. That's a good holiday drink. Can't go wrong with gin. I think I did most of my drinking for the holiday season, and I'm done. I'm done for a few days. Yesterday, had a bunch of holiday beers. Also had some Blue Moons last night. And then today, I actually drank Summer Shandy. There's a few left in the back of the fridge, and got to drink those. Alright, so I changed up the offense a little bit just to give you something different. We got 4 motion plays in here, and the computer called the first one on the blitz. But they're a good option, honestly. I'm trying to see if there are plays that I would run in the tournament. So you got a run left, a run right, and then a run straight up the gut with the motion. And then you also got the play action. And then it's combined with a little bit of run and shoot. And then the one shotgun play, pass forward, that I never get rid of. Because it's a great play. It's one of my favorites to use in the game. You're drinking Hennessy? I don't know about Hennessy. Haven't drank too much Hennessy in my day. Good luck with that one. That's all I could say. So, if you pick a Seahawks-Patriots matchup in the tournament, you might see your opponent roll their eyes. Because this isn't something you want to travel to play in a tournament for. But it does happen. If you're going to play deep into this tournament, if you have any shot, you got to be prepared with every team. You got to know your Tecmo rosters. And you have to perform well. The Seahawks, controlled by the computer, they're not going to do too much. If you're going to out-tap people in the Tecmo tournament, you got to get your Tecmo tapping calisthenics ready. Because dudes are going to be tapping hard, and you're going to be breaking tackles. Alright, let's see what Mark Wilson has. The Old English 40. Alright, they're not playing much defense. Ooh, look at that speed. Couldn't zigzag my way in for a touchdown. I can't say I've ever played a casual game or a tournament game with these two teams. But if the matchup was called, I would feel pretty confident, and I would have, honestly, a hard time choosing which team I would pick if my opponent chose this matchup. I do feel fairly comfortable with the Patriots defense because of the options that they have at both corners, D-line, and even Tippett as a linebacker. I was tapping some old skeezer last week. Oh my god. Love the chat box, keeping me entertained while I do these live streams and breakdowns of the teams, so keep the comments coming. Oh, there it is, the double jump. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta look out for those JJs against the Seahawks. It's a scary thought. So, you're not going to worry too much about the Seahawks running game. The running backs are just slow. They're just like the Patriots running backs. They're slow. If my opponent chose Bills, who would I pick? It depends what the matchup was. Anything lower than 49ers, Oilers, and Giants, I would choose the Bills. So if there's Bills versus any other team but those three, and then probably even versus the Oilers, I would choose the Bills. In my rankings, I rank them about third. But if you want that insane passing game, you can go with the Houston Oilers. That run and shoot, that run and gun type of offense. See if I can get them on a little play action. This is a play I have to test to see if it would be good against human opponents. And obviously I didn't run it well against the computer either. Gin is your drink of choice, Monstrosity? It's pretty rough stuff. Marv Cook's open on the top. Mark Wilson didn't have the gun to keep it going. So if you do run play action plays in the tournament, there's something you don't usually call often. If you pound away on the play that matches up with it, it's something that you bust out, 1 to 3 times a game and really catch your opponent off guard. Remember when the Oilers had that huge lead against the Bills in the playoffs and the Bills came back and won? I have seen the footage on that. I don't remember seeing it personally because I was too young, but I do remember that huge monster comeback, and that was one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history. You can't hate on that. It's just too bad those Bills teams didn't win a Super Bowl because they were definitely worthy of it. I believe they went 4 straight years. There's a 30-30 on that. I recommend watching that. It's really entertaining, and I enjoyed that one. So check that out. It's 30-30 on that Bills Super Bowl team, the dynasty that never won a Super Bowl. Blitzing in. So I'd be curious to know if this matchup was called at Tecmo Madison, if you're viewing now, or if you view this video later, comment in the stream, in the comment section. Who would you choose in this matchup, Seahawks or Patriots? Because the way the Tecmo Madison tournament works, as far as the coin toss, is if you win the coin toss, you could Ray Agnew with the sack. You could pick the matchup and take player 1. Your opponent chooses what team they want. They got player 2. and then you get the leftover team. Or if you win the coin toss, you can defer player 2. You get player 2, give your opponent the choice of the matchup, and then you choose which team you want. Gotta skip that halftime show. Had some issues with the halftime show creating a stream droppage on the last time that I tried to break down the Patriots. Don't want that to happen again. You would choose the Patriots in this matchup? It's good to know. It's good to know. Mark Wilson, so far, he hasn't threw any crazy passes. Don't want to speak too soon. He just threw a pick. The guy was wide open, but, you know, they're floating up there, so. Oh, fumble. And fumbles will kill you in Tecmo Super Bowl. One thing you want to do is if you're running the ball, a couple extra yards isn't going to do anything for you. You want to get out of bounds, because I've seen a lot of good players that are supposed to win games or were winning games lose because of untimely fumbles. It's really easier said than done, though, because in Tecmo, you know, it's one of the best games to juke around with your running back or your ball carrier, whoever gets the ball. So you're always fighting for those extra yards, thinking that you could make that one move to break a run. Oh, wow. Another fumble. It's not the Seahawks' day. Not getting out of bounds. And there he is, Marv Cook, the stud on the Patriots. 34-0. Going into any Tecmo tournament that you play in, the key is getting reps against other players. I recommend playing as many games as player 2 as you can, because as you know, in Tecmo Super Bowl, you don't get the option playing the computer to go from the other side of the field. So always get those reps in with player 2. I feel like player 1's always a slight advantage. There's a covered catch right there for Tommy Kane. It's just a slight advantage because it's more natural going from left to right. But the greatest players are going to feel comfortable going either way. But get those reps in going into the tournament. Alright, let's see if we can start shutting them down here. Tommy Kane, another cover catch. That Dave Craig pass control. It's tough to stop. So what happened there? I picked the play. I've said this before, but pass 1 of the Patriots is always a little bit of a risk, because I don't know if it's a glitch. I'm pretty sure it's a programming glitch, but the quarterback turns the other direction and he gets sacked pretty much every time you call the play. And it shouldn't be that way. You should have a few split seconds to throw to his Tecmo outlet. And in that play, you don't. So if you play it, if you choose that play and your opponent picks it and blitzes, pretty much screwed. So I do see people liking that play, but that's not a play I use just for that reason. You know, I like at least a chance to do something, even if my opponent blitzes in. In the Tecmo Madison tournament, right there, 4th man down the line, blocked the field goal. That is a legal play. Now, sometimes the worst things can happen when you block a kick. You see that he actually picked up the ball there. My opponent, the Seahawks, picked up the ball. I have seen it where the guy can run it back, whoever picks it up. So, you want to look out for that. Stevens busting down the field. See, those extra yards, they just weren't worth it. I went for it, and they were not worth it. Just get out of bounds. That's my best advice to you in those situations. I wasn't going any further with Stevens. Seahawks getting those first downs. Oh no, I can't let the Seahawks score. The problem with quarterbacks that have slow pass speeds is, if you go from using a quarterback like Dan Marino that has 81 pass speed to a quarterback like Dave Craig that has 25, you're going to be making some errors on judgment errors on whether you can squeeze in a pass. Oh, I missed him there. That was bad. Another field goal block. Irving Fryar. If you don't have anyone to play, you want to get some reps in. Best thing to do is simulate a season. Pick a team and play through the playoffs. The computer AI is enhanced. So that's what I would recommend doing, is playing the computer in the playoffs. But the online community these days isn't as strong as it was for pickup games. I used to play on TPC, Tecmo Player Circuit, get online games at any time of night. There's another touchdown. A little bit risky, could have been a pick, could have went either way. But there may be some people still playing on TPC. That's a good place to start. Get some reps in. But if you haven't played online, playing online is a whole other ball game. And it will prepare you for a tournament like this. So that's what happens if you don't pay attention one play. Chose the wrong guy in defense, and they're going for a touchdown almost. Last play of the game. So 42-6 win with the Patriots. We broke down the Patriots, give you a little sample size, tried out the motion, run and shoot offense, and we came up with a victory, 42-6. So that's the New England Patriots. Thanks for checking out the stream. Next stream we'll be back with the New York Jets. So look forward to that.